Alright, let me guess. You're either a skinny guy trying to pack on muscles, or you're just trying to get big and jacked. You probably heard this classic phrase a million times. Eat big to get big.
The most important part about putting size on is you gotta eat big to get big. And for some reason, people just will never understand that factor.
But is it actually true? Well, the short answer is yes. Consuming a ton of calories could definitely fuel muscle growth. But here's the catch. There is a dark side to bulking, fat gaining.
We punch the pizza dough down, and it's time to sauce it up. Oh boy, is my mouth watering. You're gonna want to put a big dollop of that.
So what's the key to a successful bulking? Balance. It's all about finding the right ratio between calories in and calories out. Trust me, I've been there. I used to be the skinny guy who couldn't gain muscles no matter how much I ate. Seriously guys, I could have devoured an entire cow by myself and still looking completely the same.
You in a hurry, brother?
But after a lot of trial and errors, I found a formula that actually works. So today, we're breaking down how to bulk the right way, without gimmicks or extreme diets. If you are the hard gainer, like myself, pay close attention because these 4 key principles will make or break your progress. Those 4 principles are calorie balance, progressing overload, limited cardio, and of course, rest and recovery. Number 1, calorie balance. Or I like to call it, eat smart, not just more. When people start bulking, they often eat everything in sight. And at first, it seems to work, especially if you're naturally skinny like myself. But soon enough, this will backfire big times.
My God, I'm a fat guy! Look at me.
And instead of getting jacked, you will end up looking like a fat warlord. So here's the truth. Your body can only absorb so many calories before the excess gets stored as fat. So you might be wondering, what's the sweet spot? 10 to 20% above your daily maintenance calories. That's roughly about 200 to 500 calories per day that you will add to your daily maintenance. Anything beyond that will just turn into fat, straight up. And no, eating double your maintenance will not get you grow twice as fast. It doesn't work that way. It will make you just bulk up in the wrong way. The goal here is lean muscle growth, not just gaining weight for the sake of it. So track your calories without going crazy or being too precise, increase them gradually, and focus on clean, protein-rich foods. This is how you get big and strong without unnecessary fat. Number 2, progressing overload. That is surprisingly more than you think. It's not just about lifting heavier.
Shape, putting in the hard yards, turning pains into gains.
Let me explain. We all know that progressing overload is crucial, which implies to adding more weights over time to build muscles. But here is the reality. You won't be able to lift heavy every single week. As you know, muscle need to adapt before you can push them any further. But guess what? Progressing overload isn't just about adding weights over and over and over. There are other ways that you can push your muscles. Increase intensity, for example. Slow down your reps. Try to take 4 or 5 seconds on both the lift movement and both in the positive and the negative phase. This will keep your muscle under tension for longer, making even lighter weight feel super heavy. High reps of volume sometimes can help you to break through to a plateau, especially when you cannot lift any heavier. You might just want to add one more rep with a lighter weight that you can control. And of course, the other way is better form and control. Don't just throw weights around using momentum all the time. Focus on a perfect form to maximize muscle activation. Remember, at the end of the day, your body doesn't know numbers or reps. They only respond how hard they're being pushed. So whether you're lifting heavier or increase time under tension, both techniques will lead you to muscle growth. My personal favorite is slowing down the tempo. I use a more high intensity training approach. Number 3, limited cardio. Please stop sabotaging your gains with freaking cardio. If you're struggling to gain weight, too much cardio will kill your progress. Guaranteed. Why? Because excessive cardio burns the calories you need to build muscles, and it signals your body to prioritize endurance over strength. Now, I'm not saying to cut cardio completely. You still should do a little cardio, especially for your overall health, especially for cardiovascular purposes. but keep it short and controlled. Put your focus on first building muscles, because building muscle itself boosts metabolism and keeps you lean while you're growing. Cardio basically is fine in moderation, but don't overdo it. Otherwise, you will get stuck in this vicious cycle of lifting and running without seeing any real gains. Now, real quick, if you do need help with all this information, or you're just not sure how to approach bulking, check down in the description below and click on the link so you can download my free PDF guide that can walk you through every single step. Now, back to the video. 4. Rest, the secret weapon of growth. I just can't stress this enough. Rest is just crucial, although 7 to 9 hours per night is a must in order to see true growth. What I'm also talking about is actually recovery, which means give your muscle time to recover. You don't build muscle in the gym, guys. You tear them apart. The real growth happens when you rest. Therefore, if you train too often without recovery, you will hit a wall and stop progressing entirely, and even actually risking muscle loss. No amount of food will make up for poor recovery. To maximize gains, remember 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Take a rest day in between training days, which means 1 day on, 1 day off, or even 2 days off and 1 day on. As much rest as you need accordingly to how intensely you're training.
I'm hot! I'm big!
Otherwise, you might risk overtraining. And remember, more is not always better, because as you know, it's during rest and recovery and sleep itself that your body goes to work. And not just repairing muscles, but also make you lose unwanted fat. You literally burn fat while you're sleeping and build muscles. So why you should not sleep or recover? Let your body rest, for the love of God. So, to recap, bulking is not shoving it down your throat food mindlessly.
Yeah, hope you're all happy now.
Is about creating the right balance, using the correct techniques to maximize muscle growth while minimize fat gain. Just remember to eat enough calories, around 200 to 500 calories above your daily maintenance. Use progression overload, which means lift heavier, or increase time under tension. Keep cardio in check so you will avoid to burn away all your gains, and prioritize rest and recovery, since that's where the real gains happens anyway. Follow these 4 easy steps and you'll be on your way getting bigger, stronger, and jacked. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video. And I will see you guys to the next one. Ciao!